Good morning and welcome. This is Bethany Presbyterian Church, and I am Pastor Pete Atkinson. And I wanted to take this time to show you a little bit about what we are and what we do here. Bethany Presbyterian Church sits in the small village of Zuni, Virginia, located 20 miles west of Suffolk and 4 miles west of Windsor on Route 460. Many drive through here trying to miss the traffic on 64 coming from Richmond and points west on their way to the beaches of Virginia and North Carolina's Outer Banks. You'll find us beneath a silo and against the railroad. This silo and these railroad tracks are monuments now, but they point to a time almost 100 years ago, before the highway marked the land when Bethany Presbyterian Church was formed in 1924. Those 100 years have seen many changes, and they are full of memories and dedicated service to the Lord and His people. We continue that service today, joining the generations in fellowship and community. Here, young and old come together in dedicated work with and for each other, teaching a new generation the love of Christ. We have friends near to our area, but also from across the world. We are founded in love and giving, and also worshiping God through sharing the gifts of beauty and art He has given us. Music is central to our church in many ways, but so also is fun and fellowship and learning how to stay connected to each other, even when we feel alone. But still, pictures can only show so much. So let's check out a little of Bethany Presbyterian Church in action. Time, why you punish me? Our topic is time, which is an interesting idea. And it's time for a good time, killing time for eternity. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the sun. A time to be born, and a time to die. Time after time, your time is gonna come. For the times, they are a-changing. You should get so out of hand. Then I am reminded I've never been forsaken. I never had to stand one test alone. When I look at all the victories, the Spirit recognize the limitless power of God in our own lives, it is much harder to recognize it in someone else. But yet this is where we are, and what our task is: to trust in God, to believe in God's limitless power, to extend what we have seen previously into what we are going to next, to extend it forward limitlessly to future events, and to trust our neighbors, to trust our friends, to trust our colleagues and those we work with, to trust those who are opposite from us in some way, to trust even our enemies, knowing that God's power, God's love, God's grace
And God's limitless potential to change, alter, and improve and do extends to and includes them as well.
His name is Jesus.